I know it's the same setup. I'm gonna have to change my setup. But since I'm doing another update, I haven't moved these because I haven't organized any of my movies yet. Plus I'm going through there and I'm watching them here and there, as well as intermingling them with my movies up here, because sometimes I'll grab one from the shelf depending on what I'm interested in. These I'm definitely interested in, but I'm trying to slowly spare them. But I have updated. I have an update right now because I bought another lot of movies, but they are all Jackie Chan films, and they're all out of print versions. So, got 14 titles. One that I've already watched. I watched it last night. Project A. So, from Delta Mac, which is a company I never heard of until about last week. I guess they've released things like this, but it was nice, very refreshing to see the Chinese version of this, because this is one of my least favorite Americanized Jackie Chan films, or films that were released to his Chinese films, because I didn't like the dub, I didn't like the way they edited it, I didn't like how they rewrote the music, I didn't like the intro or the outro of the film, the animated cast and credits. This, you get to hear the theme song the whole time, them singing it, the whole original soundtrack the whole way through the movie. Fight scenes that were cut out for the American version, which I don't know why. You could have left this movie as is, and it would have been more kick-ass than that. So, now I have a bigger pleasure in watching Project A, because mostly you're just going to watch this. There's about 3 funny parts that were dubbed for the Project A release in America. And that was a couple lines of dialogue that weren't really even translated properly. But it was just funny how it was done. But for now on, I'm just going to watch this version. And also, it's a clear case, and it comes with a back, not a reversible cover art, but cover art in the back. Yuen Biao spilling the beer on Jackie Chan's head. And behind the disc is a picture of, toward the end, with the Lo Sam Pao arm wrestling the guy. And then, I guess the sailor is getting ready to go before the ships explode toward the beginning of the film. But that's great. I didn't expect that. But I'm definitely glad that I got Project A. Project A 2 I like a lot more than this. So at least the Dimension video version has the theme song at the end. The music is, I'm pretty sure, original, because it sounds better, and it's just a better represented film. I don't feel like they changed it too much when they brought it to America, so it's probably why I like that more all along. But that's Project A. And recently released on a Blu-ray version from Warner Archive is Mr. Nice Guy. But now I have this version. I'm guessing it's the same exact. This is the Chinese version. This is factory sealed too, which is, again, like I said with these ones, all these DVDs here, they were factory sealed, and in the photo it didn't look like it. Here, same deal. So that's Mr. Nice Guy. Glad to have that. I saw that going for like ridiculous amount of money not too long ago, which I'm like, why don't you just get the Blu-ray at that point? But it came in this lot, so it was actually in a lot of 4 movies that somebody recently bought. It came with Drunken Master 3, starring Andy Lau, Mr. Nice Guy, Jackie Chan's Rumble in the Bronx, and First Strike, both the Chinese editions, and I struck out and didn't get those, but that was a different lot. Well, at least this one was in this lot, as well as Thunderbolt, which is a great movie that's underrated, aka Dead Heat. The American version right here does, from New Line Cinema, does come with the original audio, and they show and they play his theme song in Cantonese and Mandarin, which is cool. So this is cool to have this copy, which is also out of print. All these are editions that are out of print now. I already have this one. It's the only one I already had this version of. It's factory sealed. That's Crime Story. So there it is. Now I have a sealed copy of that. But I have seen this because I've watched my open copy that, I can't remember, I think I found it for $7 or something. It is the uncut version because Dimension Video did edit it. It wasn't too bad, but now I have that. I already have the Dragon Dynasty release of 2 of these films. So that's Police Story, factory sealed. And I love these spines for these the next coming sections of, well, the Megastar. I guess these are Megastar now. But Police Story, Police Story 2, factory sealed for Megastar. These are gonna look good on the shelf. I'm just gonna keep them together as this lot, I think, for a while, just because of the color scheme, and I like how it looks, instead of putting duplicates with duplicates. And finally, Police Story 3, also known as Super Cop, from Megastar. Hoping this has his theme song. I'm guessing it does. So I don't know if that's a production photo, because that didn't happen in the movie, but it's Jackie Chan holding the gun, the tank top, and shades. This is one of my, it's hard to pick, but there's many things about Super Cop, well, Police Story 3 that I like more than the other police stories, but it's hard to pick a favorite of those. It's one, definitely the first 3 are the best. First Strike is good, New Police Story is good. They all have quality, they're all good, but the first 3 are the best. Finally, I have the original versions of Armor of God. Armor of God 2, Operation Condor. That's the proper way to say it. Not like my double feature up there that has the titles backwards, because it's how they were released. But Armor of God's one of my lesser favorite dubs and edits of a Jackie Chan movie when it was in America here on video. But I'm hoping this changes my mind like Project A. Those were the 2 movies, probably more Armor of God, that I disliked about the edit that we received here in America, more so than the Project A edit. I think this will be way better in Chinese. I've always said that. I think the way it's, the soundtrack and everything, it's going to just make it better. And one sequel I like more, actually, and this came out the year I was born, so that's Operation Condor, which is Armor of God 2. I really like this version a little more. So I like the story better. I like the action bits a little better. I appreciate Jackie Chan and what he does. And it's it was upsetting he almost died for the first one, but gladly he didn't. But I do like the sequel more. I also have, finally, official copies of 3 Dragons films. Mills on Mills. The disc is loose because the disc holder is cracked. So I do need to do something to keep this from getting scratched. But that's Wheels on Mills. So very expensive on their own, some of these. This I saw goes for like $50 or somewhere in that ballpark, and I'm like, I'm glad that I never got too impatient and ordered any of these. I don't think I've ordered anything that was more than $30, and that was like one time individually. I couldn't fathom spending that. That wouldn't be good. So, Dragons Forever, another great film with the 3 dragons. City Hunter. Now I have 3 copies of this. So I have my VHS from Tai Sang, and I have the Fortune Star from 20th Century Fox there. And I have this. I was interested in getting the Blu-ray from Nova, from the Korean company, because of the packaging, and it comes in that hard outer sleeve case, and it's a really cool looking case. And I thought, why not have another copy on Blu-ray? Well, I got this. This one I've seen for something like 10 or 12 bucks individually, so it's not as expensive as like Dragons Forever, but that's City Hunter. I think all these discs are basically, the only one that was different was Project A because it was a different company, but I like the way the discs look in these. So 2 more. I'll save the best for last. But Drunken Master comes with a slip cover, well, like a casing from the side. This must be an actual Chinese import version because I've never seen this before. I've actually seen pictures of this online, but this is really cool. I mean, I do have the version up here from TriStar, but it's nice to have this cool looking case version. It's authentically in Chinese. Now there are parts of the dub, when you watch the Chinese dub and the TriStar version, no matter what, it automatically jumps to English audio because they lost part of the Chinese track transferring to that restoration. Hopefully it's all in Chinese here. So that's probably the main difference there. As far as I know, it wasn't edited at all. I think these were pretty good with being 100% transferred. As far as I know, they weren't cut down for American release. The best for last. Twin Dragons, my favorite. Never thought I'd find this. So I don't even see that it's available even. And now I have it and it's sealed. That's the main reason I got, well, as soon as I found the lot and I saw this, I was like, I'm definitely getting this lot. Even if this wasn't in it, just to get all these copies because I'm a collector, and that is a way to get the Chinese versions. I mean, these all have Blu-ray releases, but they're about 20, 25, sometimes 30 a piece. So I can't do all that right now, but for the lot, yeah, it was worth it. And Twin Dragons, now I have it in Chinese. The only way that I could get this on Blu-ray, this copy, well, this movie, and Drunken Master, I think, are the only 2 that weren't released from Hong Kong Blu-ray. I'd have to get them on Japanese Blu-ray. And I don't think they have English subs. That wouldn't bother me too bad, but I do like to have this complete, you know. Now I can watch it in Chinese. And I do like the American version of this. That's what I grew up with. So I'll appreciate that, but now I have this copy. And I'm definitely going to open this and watch it. I'm not going to keep it sealed. I'm not in it to resell these. But I wonder how much this is because it's being so rare. But this is pretty much the cherry on top. So, and that is the newest addition to the collection. I'm more excited about this than I was excited about this one. This being 100% Jackie Chan, and it's just completely great.